everybody, this is Pam with Jesusjunkjournals, and I am back playing with Fodder again today. And so I'm going to do what I talked about. Instead of making one big piece, I'm just laying my sheets out, and I'm going to mix up some of the orangey color. I think that's maybe what I'm missing on some of these. Is I'm going to put a little bit of that copper and orange. And let's see, I want more of a coral color, so let me see what else I have. Maybe just some of this paint from my last project. We'll see what that does. And ooh, pretty bright. And so I feel like it's kind of a corally color, orangey coral. Still going with what I've got going on. So I'm going to get a bigger brush and just kind of do some of the bigger patterns like I talked about. Okay, so I hung that batch up on the clothesline. I've got some of my large format stencils out here. And so I'm going to try and see if I can get those to work. So I kind of want to use black. Let me get a paper plate out here. And I'm going to get the black out of this Dilutions paint. This is really, really bright paint, so it doesn't really work for this. I mean, pink flamingo might work. Maybe pink flamingo. Let me see if I can find that. Or rose quartz, that might be better. Those two might work. These are very bright and intense. But the way they rub on, you use like a same kind of thing we use when we ink our journal pages. So this is Diane Reevely Dilutions. It's another Ranger product. So you take it and you just kind of rub it on. And it's so sort of transparent. So I'm just going to keep pulling some of these sheets that maybe seem pretty bland. Okay, I put it away and then I got it back out. I decided to take the tangerine and this kind of muted pink and mix them together. Let's see if I could come up with the coral. I think that looks pretty corally. And then just do some stencils on some of these. And you want to get these in water as soon as you get done. So then I'm going to go back to my brush, I think, and go back to the large format. I did clean off my silicone mat in between too. It's silicone, but I wasn't sure if this paint would come off if it dried or not. Can't remember if it activates with water or not, so I didn't want to take any chances. Okay. And then I'm going to do what I described yesterday and add some water to it and get some cheesecloth and use up the paint that I have left. Just going to bring some of these pages back. Yeah, this is messy, and that's okay. That's kind of the way it's supposed to work. So there's a little bit more cheesecloth for this project. And I'm going to have to go hang this up because I'm going to have a lot of wet pages here. Okay, so now I'm going to go hang these up before they completely disintegrate, and then we'll see what we have. Okay, technology wins again. So I got out my oil pastels and I got out my chalk pastels, and I used them just a little bit here and there just to see how that would look. And so there's that. The oil pastels, I scribbled in the pattern on these and just various places. So that's just, I just kind of wanted to use a bunch of different art supplies that I don't always use. So I'm going to hang these all up, and then I'll come back and we will, what I'm going to do is start to put some of these together, these papers, kind of Franken-paper them together a little bit more, and then we'll go from there. So thanks for watching, and I'll be back on the next video real soon.